Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping to the next episode of The Wire. This is season 3, episode 2, titled All Due Respect. Last time on The Wire was the season premiere. It laid out the foundation for the season. All our characters are kind of in unique situations. I'm going to try to go through them, not necessarily one by one, but more like kind of like what I remember. Like off top of my head, Herc and Carve. I remember when we left off last season, they felt disrespected. They didn't, or they just felt not as respected or like part of the team as anybody else. Like they felt like they've always kind of just were been like relegated to like grunt work, just sitting in their cars, not doing anything. And they were like really put off when they were trying to get Nikki Sabatka to come in, and no one gave them the message that Nikki turned himself in, and it was a whole thing. So they basically told Daniels that they're gonna get respect elsewhere and they're gonna like work over under Lieutenant Colvin under where is it? The south side, east side, wherever they are. I'll try to figure out who's who in a bit once we get back into the episode here. But they're trying to get respect on the other side, but it looks like the other district or wherever that is looks like they don't give a fuck at all because I remember there was like a briefing, like one of the guys I was like talking to the rest of the cops there. They're like, if you just so happen to have a beer can in your hand, don't throw it on the roof. Take it home with you. What the fuck is this? So they expect the cops to be drunk on the job, and they're just like, just take the beer cans with you. I don't want to clean up after you. I'm just like, what the fuck? That's so crazy. Um, and they ran like a clown show. They're it was like basically all show, not enough like they didn't get enough for everything they were trying to put out. It would like their I think it was like the very first couple of minutes of the premiere. Not the first couple of minutes because that was like when they blew up the towers, but like the first kind of scene, that bust we saw was them trying to corral these guys and to like get the stash, but then all hell broke loose and basically it looked bad. And I'm just kind of wondering how the hell are these guys cops. So what else is going on? Jimmy is still like he wants to catch Stringer Bell. Everyone else is like ready to just kind of roll over and just charge what they can and just give it up at this point. And Jimmy's like, no, damn it. Stringer is the end game. He is the big time. He's the guy we want. And if we stick by it, get a new wire or whatever. If we stick out long enough and we listen long enough and we just play it by ear, we're gonna catch Proposition Joe and we're gonna catch Stringer Bell because Stringer is the end game. While everyone else is just kind of tired of waiting, everyone just kind of wants to move on. But Jimmy's like, no. He's like a dog with a bone. He wants Stringer Bell, and I get it. And personally, me too. I want Stringer to be caught because he's basically like pure evil, especially for what he did to D. Um, and just the fact that I kind of like am siding with Omar. We didn't get to see what was happening with Omar last episode, so maybe we'll get back into it with this one. But the fact that he tried to have Omar take out Brother Muzan, which is another key player that will probably come back into play. We'll see what happens with that. But Stringer, he's got to go. And Omar even kind of laid that out. He's like, Stringer, he's got to get got. And I get it. I feel you, man. I feel you. D's got to get some justice. I still like D, you know? And speaking of D, Jimmy, he was like going back to square one. He was throwing out all the not throwing out, but he was like pouring out all the Barksdale stuff, pulling out all the files, and he was basically telling the new girl on the detail, oh, I didn't catch her name, but she seems like she's cool. Like everyone seems to like her, I guess. Um, I think Lester said that she has an ear. She has a good ear because I guess she's kind of just like just sitting and listening like all the time. I guess that's probably her job, kind of like Prez Belusky. Um, but Jimmy was basically like, we got to start from square one because if we always do what we always did, we'll always get what we always got, basically. So he's like, so what did we do? What didn't we check last time? And that's a good plan. That's a good ass plan. So we'll see what he has to what he'll find, what connection, because there was something about he was looking at a picture of Wally. He was looking at a picture of D's, and there's like a connection with the prison, Jessup, which kind of indirectly leads into this new character, Cuddy. And I'm not sure if it's a new character or not, but he feels new to me. But I've seen the actor himself. I believe the actor I've seen on The Walking Dead, which I've seen a couple of other actors here on The Walking Dead, but um, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a key player because he got played in episode 1. I mean, it kind of felt like when he was scouting that dude, trying to sell his shit, it was basically kind of like old school versus new school. He was trying to like see what the new game is like because Avon was basically saying the game remains the same even though it's been 14 years since he's been out. But is it the same? Not really, because there's not even like honor among thieves type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought when he talked to that dude about selling whatever that package, I was like, there's no way it's that easy. There's just no way. And then at the end, he got screwed over. He's like, oh yeah, the cops swung by and grabbed a bag, and it just happened to be yours. Tough shit, right? And the dude's like, give me a number, because back in the day, cops swipe your shit, they got to give you a record number. And he's like, well, it ain't back in the day. Now back off. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm very interested. We got ourselves some really neat situations here. Lieutenant Colvin, he's kind of like on his last legs, only because he's like retiring soon, and he's just kind of like fed up with how disrespected the police force is. Like he was trying to like school the 2 new rookies, like basically learn your ins and outs, like with the whole Compass conversation. But when at the end there, when he pulled up and the kid came up to him and was trying to sell him drugs, and even after like trying to like, yo kid, I'm a cop, turned up the radio, even put on his hat. And the kid was like, oh, you're a cop. And he's just kind of dumbfounded. Just standing there, it's like, are you serious? Like, no one respects the police. I feel it. I feel he's fed up as fuck. So we'll see what happens. There's a bunch of other political stuff that's happening with the police district, but we'll get into that. I feel like I'm talking too much, but this show has got me like really, really hooked, and I really can't wait to see what happens there. Also, we got that Peter Baelish motherfucker. He's trying to do some shady shit, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Pop on over to Patreon if you want the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, early access, exclusives, any of that. Hop on over to Patreon if you can. If you can't support me on there, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's stop talking, hop in, discuss it afterwards. All right, guys, here we go.
I know you ain't coming in here.
You know Missy Lane in the back room, right? This her brother Earl from the VA hospital. He's supposed to stay with her. Can you help me inside? I'm Chantel.
Is this a play? Poor old man, if he's really a veteran. Outside of the chair. Sprays, could you imagine? Nah, is that Omar? Oh my god, it's Omar.
Man.
No, that's Omar. Bro, that's Omar.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yep. Kind of figured. Yep.
Nah.
Fuck. I kind of thought.
Yo, all due respect, but this right here is a Barksdale joint, man.
Do tell.
That outfit though, that's hella fun. I mean, I was asking for Omar and they give me Omar. That was theatrical as fuck, but you know, I'll take it. I kind of figured that girl who was wheeling him around like kind of looked like one of Omar's girls. I couldn't tell though. Omar was selling the fuck out of that old man though. He's like shaking and shit. That's so funny. Should I watch these? I shouldn't watch this, right? So I'm like on episode 2, so I want to be as surprised as possible.
What's the deal with this?
Turns out Barksdale D'Angelo got himself rung up as a suicide, DOD of 72103.
Who worked it?
State police.
Can we pull the post-mortem on this?
Yeah, he's kind of a made guy down there. I just want to make sure nobody did the suicide to him.
Interesting that it's coming back into play like that.
Yo, y'all seen Marlo? Y'all ain't seen him? Y'all know him?
What the hell?
Marlo? Yeah, he was here. No, he ain't.
Who is Marlo? I don't remember.
This is a win-win for you, ain't it? He won't play. You beat the shit out of him because crime is up. Press loves it and you score. Flip side is that if he caves, you get yourself a snitch in the mayor's inner circle. So, what's my role in your little drama?
Help your fearless leader see the light about his new friend on the council.
Make nice or invest heavily in petroleum jelly?
What the fuck?
His choice.
Is that like a fight club? Oh, it's dog fighting. Damn it. I don't want to watch this. I was kind of afraid it would be this.
Nigga, that ain't nothing but bait. Soapy a bitch.
Come on, man.
Who's my baby? We'll make daddy some money, right?
What do you mean soap it?
25 large on dog.
They're not going to show it, are they? What the? Come on, man. The fuck do they do?
Bait.
Nah, he did something to the dogs. He was rubbing some shit on it or something. He's gonna kill this dog, isn't he? Bang. That really upset me.
Don't think you all needed to do that. Turn cur on me, man. Nah. I think you got played.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing from the terrace and being all cute about the property line. I just wanted to wait and see what you wanted us to do about it.
Get back to work. Your boy really jammed me. That little prick is all over the news.
You can't have that shit every week. Not if you want his honor to give you the job permanently.
What do you want, man? Frank Sabaka's dead now.
I don't give a shit what he is.
Well, you can't have him pounding on you, Irv. Throw him a bone. He'll take care of you.
You're just playing both sides, aren't you?
All right. But I draw the line at going behind the mayor for this guy.
Sorry I'm late, guys. The kid at a Little League game started late.
Well, I'll leave you boys to it.
With
And
timing.
what I have brought together, let no man tear asunder.
Shut up. Damn, this guy's annoying.
He win?
Who?
Your kid, his team.
Oh, shit, who keeps score?
Because there was no game.
Omar right inside the stash. Couple ounces of raw, already about 600. Cocksuckers even took my watch. I mean, he called you by name, String.
Ooh.
But dude, like, unless you step to him, it's gonna be like this.
All right, man, double the muscle on every stash we got. And if the man coming, make ready for the man.
All due respect, Councilman. You're fucking with me because what? You're bored?
A little, yeah.
Well, if you're looking for dirt, there isn't any.
There's always fucking dirt. I can try and get you what you need privately. No hearings, no press, no grandstanding.
And if I don't play ball, you're gonna have my ass every time I'm in front of your committee, right?
You know how the game is played, man.
One thing comes to mind.
Shoot.
Not that you heard it from me.
Of course not.
How much these?
10,000 a set. So how you gonna play it? If they from the terrace, that's Avon.
I know.
Well, if you inclined to work something out, that's one thing. If not, Avon can seriously handle up.
I know.
So if you want to hold on to what's yours, you best be ready.
Who's this? Omar?
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Cops be like hiding, like, yo, Bumpy, we sorry, man. We sorry. Please.
Oof.
Wolf,
Bro.
So I gather you're not working at this particular time?
They still doing morning shape-ups down at the market?
I don't know and I don't care. Just get a job.
Wolf. Wolf, like a thug. Oh, shit, it was like, plow.
It was Cheese's boy, Tree.
They, like, let that guy walk up behind someone.
What'd he do, hang himself twice?
Well, he could have been leaning straight forward till he blacked out, then slid down, which would give her the vertical.
Or how about I come up at him from behind and...
One of the scene shots, yeah.
And I'm taking...
Bruising.
What, mid-back as in...
Or he banged himself a few days early in the shower, but yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Caroline.
Caroline. That's her superpower. She just can decode a message. What?
What's up? Nothing good, man. I ain't sleep since I capped his ass. Cheese, man. You did what you had to do.
They finally got his voice.
That's Cheese?
He was my dog, yo. Had much love for me even then. I ain't never gonna find another dog like that. Well, they paying for it now. Most deaf.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell she's like, how she's writing this.
Now they're talking up murders.
Cheese is only a level below Proposition Joe. All of a sudden, this case has legs.
Yo, T-Man. I'm shot.
The fuck?
Ah, shit. They're coming back. Who this?
Couldn't understand the word.
Oh, honey, you gotta read the subtitles.
Oh, shit.
You can read? What the fuck? Who's this?
You must be the lovely
Friends from
Mrs.
work?
How'd you like your movie?
Okay.
Are they scaring the white folk?
So y'all go to the movies. Damn. All right then. See you tomorrow.
Everything okay?
The fuck?
So. Everything good?
This isn't real. No way.
How's that Fontanette?
Fontanette? What is that?
Is it closing up?
We won't close for a while.
Good.
What?
Good. I'm just saying.
Thank God that scene's over. Holy shit. The cringe was too much. Cuddy, what up, man? When they said any job, doesn't it have to be like documented?
You had 4 bodies last night. In how many hours? Shut the fucking book. How many hours?
7.
Try 5. Tell me about this kid.
I believe his name's James.
James Tony. Where's he sling? How about this guy? Or him? Or him? You know what? You got 4 bodies, all within 2 blocks of each other, and you can't even start to connect the fucking dots. You got 8 hours to get a grip on this mess or you're done. You hear me? Done.
Yo.
You know I'm with Avon, right? String a bell? Can we talk?
I need you to walk back up there and pack up your people. I'm being a gentleman about it for the moment.
Oh shit. More bodies are coming. Oh shit, what are we about to do?
Yo, Tree, what size fries you want? What? Go! Police! Take one! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
So, Cheese, who's your dog?
You my dog.
Oh, they don't know it's an actual dog.
What's this, some psychology? Huh? Yeah, okay, yo, please, stop. I'll tell you everything I know.
Who's your dog?
Oh.
Oh, hell no. Y'all ain't laying no bodies on me, man. Lawyer time.
I ain't sleep since I capped his ass, looking up at me all bloody as shit.
Right. They don't know it's an actual dog.
Man, y'all some cold-ass motherfuckers, man.
Got you on tape.
So what happened, Cheese? I thought he punked me, all right, so I did what I had to do.
Which was?
Lit him up.
Well, what's done is done.
Help us help you.
What? Maybe we can trade up. You give us Prop Joe, and maybe we look at this whole thing with Dog differently.
You know what, man? I don't even know no Prop Joe.
Okay, Dog. Which one of these is he? Where's that body?
Where I left it, most likely. Warehouse on the east side.
And he's still there?
As far as I know. Unless the SPCA come around.
Yes, it's a dog, you stupid assholes. They're like, what?
You ever have one of those have you cake and eat it 2 days? I believe this could be my first.
I wonder if Daniels and, what's her name, Perlman, are gonna kind of hook up.
Improper disposal of an animal. Discharging a firearm in city limits.
Animal cruelty, you want to run wild with it.
Yeah, he killed a dog. Okay, yeah, maybe Daniels and her are gonna.
You remember how you said you hoped today would be your first have your cake and eat it 2 day?
Oh yeah, look at her.
What about it?
Here it comes. Yeah. Okay, new guy. Relax. Something's gonna go wrong. Right? Is this guy full of shit, or is he actually have all this full?
What else do you need?
He's about to stab you in the back. Big time. Why is that in the way? No one cleans? I mean, there's baby stuff everywhere. That's like mad annoying. Yeah, she's like... Oh, shit! That scared the shit out of me. What was that?
Yeah. Yeah. Which hospital?
Was it the guy, the new guy?
Fucking solo cars. Should have teamed them. Fucked up.
We catch up to him, we don't come in alive. Right?
Who died? Was it the guy, the new guy they're joking around with?
He'll live. Give me one of those. Guy saved his ass getting him down as fast as he did. So what's this I hear about the gun?
Those try to return fire, drop this piece, some fuck picks it up and books.
So it was Doze. Yeah, what? Yeah. So I don't see him there. Nice. Is he gonna throw it up there?
You know what I was thinking? Well, tonight's a good night. Why? Because my shot cop didn't die and it hit me. This is what makes a good night on my watch.
No deaths.
Here's the thing. 6 months from now,
He's gonna, yeah.
put in my 30.
30 years,
The only thing
crazy.
that'll be left of me on that job is a 8x11 frame picture on the Western Hallway. But you know what? The city is worse than when I first came on. So, what does that say about me?
What'd you accomplish? Yeah. 30 years wasted, kind of.
That's a force of nature. That's sweeping leaves on a windy day, whoever the hell you are. You fought the good fight.
Sweeping leaves on a windy day. It's interesting way to look at it.
Be seated.
Bro, what happened? Someone died?
Guarding Officer Dozeman, his condition has been upgraded to guarded. As of this tour, all hand-to-hand undercover buys of CDS are
Teams?
suspended
Oh.
in the Western District. Somewhere back in 50s or 60s, there was a great moment of civic compromise. That small, wrinkled-ass paper bag allowed the corner boys to have their drink in peace, and it gave us permission to go and do police work. Dozeman, you got shot last night trying to buy 3 vials. There's never been a paper bag for drugs until now.
What a speech.
If we ain't doing hand-to-hands, then what the fuck? Man, that shit with the bag? What the fuck is that?
Maybe I can triple date again. Or quadruple date. That's it. No. Okay, guys, so that was The Wire Season 3, Episode 2, titled All Due Respect. That was an incredible episode, man. That was like really fucking good. Like, there was so much happening. I feel like I could be talking about this episode for a very long time. So I'm not going to do that. But I do want to kind of just break it down a little bit. Just because most of the characters are in really interesting situations. Like, just whatever, just grabbing something at random. Like Daniels and what's her name? Ronnie Perlman, I think her name is. You know, the lawyer, the one that Jimmy's been hooking up with. But I never thought that they would ever be like an item. And they're not really an item, they're just kind of like hooked up or whatever. But that was interesting that I kind of saw that. And then they kind of just did it. And I think that's going to be very interesting because they're so calculated in what they do in the show, like with what they film and what they kind of like want the audience to see. So I was trying to figure out what her end game is, if there is one. It could just be nothing, you know. She could legitimately just like Cedric, you know, or Daniels. I don't know why I never refer to him as Cedric. Have they said his name was Cedric before? I always call him just Daniels because that's my name, you know, badass name. I'm just saying. But the way they filmed it, like the morning after, he left the room, and then she kind of like looked, and we kind of like saw in the foreground that there was a box because he was like trying to unpack everything. He was like in this new apartment because his wife, ex-wife, whatever that situation's like, has him basically out of the house, but they like put up the act that they're a couple whenever it calls for, like whatever the situation calls for, because she's possibly running for, I forget what exactly she's running for, but she's running for a position, a very high position that the mayor's not exactly keen with, and he basically told Burrell to tell Daniels to keep an eye on his wife because he doesn't want his wife to knock out whoever's already in the seat. Something like that, right? But I'm trying to figure out what is that? What does she want? Does she want something? Is there something in that box that will kind of link to that somehow? I don't know. But I'm just saying it's interesting that we kind of just set up a lot of interesting like ideas. Or it could have just been nothing. Maybe a cigar is just a cigar, like I was trying to say before. Or I have said before, not necessarily in this review, but that was interesting. But then we have the Jimmy thing. He's still pressing forward. He wants Stringer Bell, but they did kind of like get a new leg up on the case because they finally got Cheese's voice on tape. But when you get a step forward, it's kind of like they took 2 steps back because not only can they not match any body to Cheese, because over that conversation when he was talking about a dog, they thought it was like he was talking to one of his homies, like one of his homeboys, like, oh yeah, which dog died? You know, and they showed him like all these like 4 pictures. It's like, which dog were you referring to in the conversation? And he was like, what? It's like the body's still there, and like the only people that know about it would probably be the SPCA if they found the body already, and they're just like, wait, what? And then they came to the realization, like, oh, he was actually talking about a legitimate animal. And speaking of, I'm just going to talk about it briefly. I don't like animal cruelty. So I was kind of cringing when that scene was happening, when they're doing the whole dog fighting thing. I don't like watching that kind of stuff. I'll never be comfortable watching it. I'm kind of glad that it's not a big plot point. It sucks that his dog had to die. I'm glad they didn't show all of it. Like, I don't know if I could have watched any of that. But I don't know if whatever happened with the dogs is going to play into this big story. I'm sure it is, because like you guys said, they're not going to just show you or tell you things for no reason. Like, it has to come back into play, because I'm so impressed, because later on, because right now fucking McNulty's going back and he's investigating D'Angelo's suicide. So when the dog fighting scene was happening, I don't know what the situation is for how that works, but Cheese has a dog, and Cheese's boy saw the the competitor or the opponent's dog being rubbed down by something on the towel. And he was like looking at it all curiously, like, what the hell's going on there? But if you thought something fishy was going on, why didn't you just say something, speak up? I mean, come on, man. That's an animal. And I will say this. I respect Cheese for loving his dog. You know, even though it did hurt him to kind of put him down. I thought he was just gonna be like an asshole and just being like, you fucking animal, and you're no good for nothing, you know, and just kill him, and that's that. But he did feel something for the animal, and it did suck. And I feel like instead of just killing it because it failed, he killed it out of mercy because the dog was dying. But on the flip side, it made me wonder what exactly was on the what did the guy like put on the dog's like back or coat or anything like that. I'm guessing it's some sort of like a poison or some sort of like maybe like some sort of like toxin or something that'll probably throw off the dog, because the dogs are going to be biting each other. So if a dog bites around that area, it's going to like ingest whatever they put on the dog, because they said soap your dogs, and I don't know what that is. Like, why soap your dogs? Is it just to clean your dog so everything's like I don't know what does that do. I mean, I don't want to be explained or want to know how you guys know, and I'm not going to Google it either. But I'm just curious as to what soaping the dogs does. But that was interesting. And the fact that they kind of suspected something was going on with the dog because of the towel, it just made me wonder, like, what did they do, and why? Because when the dog died, Cheese was like legit disappointed, you know, because he thought his dog was gonna win. But then the other dog, it looked pretty, you know, buff too, and the guy was, you know, overly cocky. He was like saying that's bait, you know. So we'll see what happens with that. What else is going on here? Kima, we finally got Kima's the baby's born, but Kima's kind of like over it. Kima kind of had the eye of another girl at the bar, pretty girl. So we'll see what happens with that. We don't know what exactly happened there because it kind of cut to the next mornings, and you know they're just all at work. What else is going on? Just gonna scrub through this real quick and just see what will happen. Oh, Omar. He was hitting Stringer's stashes. That was so funny with him. His disguise at the beginning. Scrubbing through Bodhi. We got the turf war. You know, Burrell and this guy, Peter Baelish. I forget what his name is in the show. They kind of have like a thing going on. I don't know what his end game is, but he's definitely working. His name Burrell, right? Yeah, I'm getting that name. Like, the guy. He's working on it, and they're trying to do this by not going behind the mayor, but we'll definitely see about that. We got scrubbing through. Yeah, they're basically catching a lot of bodies. Oh, and Caroline, I definitely want to see what's happening with her as a character, because she seems like she's like has a good handle on what she's doing. Like, where's she been this whole time? Like, she seems really cool and confident and really smart, and I don't know, like has like this extra sense or something, because she was like listening to the conversation and picking out like keys or codes or something out of the conversation and passing it to Pryzbylewski and Lester, and they're just like, this is what we wanted, you know? It's like, oh, this is her job. She has a superpower of decoding a conversation or something, you know? So I definitely want to see more of that. Yeah, Jimmy's investigation of D'Angelo's death is going to be interesting, because he even approached his girl and left his card. So we'll see if she flips at some point, which would be interesting. But yeah, for everything else is just kind of like, I think I kind of covered it. It's interesting. Like Herc and Carve, they're doing their own thing. I definitely like Colvin here, but like you said, it's like 30 years. Like his speech about the paper bag, that was some well written stuff, and kind of put a lot of things in perspective. You know, it's crazy, but you know, we'll see what happens overall. But going forward, but episode 2, I can't believe this. Like, I'm just saying that they gave us a lot of information in this episode. This was a really good episode. This is probably like a perfect episode to me, honestly. Like, we've had a lot of good episodes, but I can't remember the last time I got a really good episode. Like from beginning to end, I was invested. And I'm not trying to say that I was never invested beginning to end from before, but I'm just saying this constantly felt like it was like keeping the narrative rolling. Like everything was super interesting. Everything was like different. So it's the same but different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but everything feels fresh right now. And it could just be because we're starting a new season. It's a new story, a new case. It's fresh. It's just a new season in general, so you have a fresh feeling. It could just be that, and I'm just kind of like whatever in this like euphoric state right now with the show. But this was a really good episode. I'd give it a solid 10, but if that annoys someone, I'd give it a 9.5, I guess. I don't know, but it's really, really good. And I'm just gonna end it there. All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, you guys want to see this episode with me in its entirety, that option's available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below, or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you can do is like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of The Wire, Season 3, Episode 3. Till then, adios, guys.
And if you liked what you saw, tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it, and if you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.